Hello, everyone. Hopefully, you can see and hear me very well. This is Kim from the I Wonder Sisters. Andy is taking a break today. I just want to say hello to everyone and thank you for joining me. Today is session 6 of the Bold Love class video. So, today I want to get right to it. And let's talk about session 6 and what exactly that is. I'm going to be reading and checking my notes so that I don't forget anything. But session 6 of Bold Love is what steps have you taken to personally integrate your shadow aspects with your whole self? List these and create a ritual you can do when you feel yourself splitting apart again. And what I mean by that, splitting apart again, is going into a mode where you begin to see your shadow as something other than yourself, when it really is a part of the whole. And what we're trying to do with the Bold Love class is to teach self love in a way that we can love ourselves fully by integrating our shadow into it. So, Andy, you're in the camera.
Hello.
Okay, so moving right along, we're going to start with don't judge yourself. When it comes to integrating your shadow aspects into the whole, it's very important for you not to judge yourself, not to go into this mode of beating yourself up for having shadows, for having things about yourself that maybe you don't understand, or things about yourself that you would like to change. You can always work on things that you want to change about yourself, but it's important not to be the judge of your own character, the judge of your own personality, the judge of that which is the full you. So remember, when you're creating your ritual, to try to have something within your ritual that reminds you not to judge yourself, and that the whole point of the class is that you accept yourself fully. So I'm lagging behind here, and sorry about that. Um, it's just the way Mercury retrograde has been going. So forgive us. I'm doing the best I can. So don't judge yourself is number one. Number two is don't deny old feelings. Let them be, for they will pass. And so if you start to feel like you are judging yourself, or you are judging your shadow, or beginning to see aspects of yourself as not part of the whole, then let that feeling be. Live through it, work through it, be present with it, and know that it will pass. It's coming from the aspect of the fact that we all have habits. And what we're trying to do really is change those habits and create new habits that will keep us on track to the self love journey that we're going through. And so once you begin to feel old judging feelings about yourself, or feelings of separation, that there are parts of you that are not a part of the whole, allow whatever those feelings and emotions are to be those feelings and emotions, to just be present with them and learn how to sit with those feelings and ask yourself what triggered those feelings. That's a good way to really allow them to pass more peacefully, is to ask yourself what triggered this feeling of judgment, or this feeling of fragmentation that I'm feeling right now within myself. What is causing me to judge myself, to see my shadow aspects as being a separate part of the whole. So allow them to be so that you can ask yourself questions about them, and you will find out the answers if you listen. And you can do that through just simple silence, simple expectation of receiving answers, or a form of meditation that you enjoy. Number three is be devoted to your rituals and don't give up. So it's important that once you create your ritual, whatever that may be, it may be pulling a tarot card every day or an oracle card every day. It may be waking up and asking spirit to come into your day and help assist you through your day. It may be um, pulling a rune. It may be writing, journaling, or just going out or watching the sunrise or the sunset, whichever pleases you more. But whatever that ritual is, make sure that you stick with it, even if it only takes you 2 minutes a day, even if you design something that's going to fit into your life. That only takes you 2, 3 minutes to do. Let it be a ritual to remind you that you are a whole being, shadows and all, and that you must love all of yourself in order to truly experience full self love. And so just make sure that you stick with it. And if you have to tweak your ritual, change your ritual in some way, then feel free to do that. Feel the right to do that. Then change your ritual, alter your ritual, tweak things about it that are going to make it more appealing for you to do every day. Make it something that you're going to be drawn to on a daily basis so that you continue to connect with yourself and you continue to connect with the whole. And so that you continue to connect with your shadow aspects. Make sure that it's something that you are going to continue to go back to time and time again when you start to feel fragmented or separated from your shadow aspects. Number four is just what I talked about, is making sure your rituals are tailored to you personally. You are more likely to benefit from their power. So you want to make sure that what you're creating and what you're developing as your spiritual ritual to integrate your shadow self into your whole self is something that relates to you personally. So if you're not a tarot person, I'm a tarot person, don't follow me. Okay. So if you're not a tarot person, then choose something else that you're more drawn to. Create your own oracle deck, create your own tarot deck in the way that you see the tarot. Create your own meditations, do your chanting work if you like to chant. Spend time in nature, go outside. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you can just step outside and just breathe in the morning or breathe in the evening air, if that's a part of what keeps you whole and grounded and balanced, then do that. So the ritual must be something that is very personal to you, that you will be drawn to come back to it again and again, that you will be drawn to incorporate it into your daily life. So make sure that you don't try to follow others and what they do and what they're into, because the important thing about this particular session is that you tap into yourself and that you tap into your own knowing and that you tap into that which you are personally connected to in order to create something that actually has power, because it's hard for something to have power when you don't relate to it. If you're just maybe reading a book and you think, oh, that sounds good, try it out and see if it connects with you. If it connects with you, then it will gain power the more that you do it. If it doesn't connect with you, then toss it away and try something else. It's very important that this work be personal and be a work that you're doing for yourself and not for other people, not even for those who love you and whom you love. Because this work is about self love, which will create for you better and more cohesive relationships with those around you. It's hard to have relationships that are balanced and solid and beautiful and peaceful when you don't have that with yourself. So, what we're doing here is we're building constantly a relationship with ourselves, with our whole self, everything that makes up the being that we are. And so that's why we're focusing on integrating the shadow, because we want to see those aspects of ourselves as being a part of the whole, as being a part of who we are, being a part of the whole self. And so I'm just going to run through really quickly the things that I have suggested, which is number one, and this is about how to integrate your shadow aspects into your whole self, and also creating a ritual that will help you do that on a daily basis. Number one was don't judge yourself. You know, don't punish yourself, don't judge yourself, don't fall into the habit of judging what you do and who you are as a whole person. Number two is don't deny old feelings. Let them be. They will pass. All things change. All things pass. This too shall pass, as they say. So don't deny any old feelings or old habits that may come up. Allow them to be and ask yourself, what was the trigger for that? What really triggered me to say or do that thing? What really triggered me to just judge myself right now? What was the trigger for that? Was it something that was said to me? Was it something that I said to myself out of habit? Was it something that happened around me in my environment? Or was it something that happened within me? Did a feeling or emotion arise that I was not able to handle at that particular time? What has caused me to have these old feelings of judgment against myself? Number three is be devoted to your ritual and don't give up. If you have to change it or tweak it, then do that, but be devoted to it. It's as simple for me as going out early in the morning when I get up and asking spirit into my day and asking spirit to help me, to assist me with integrating my shadow aspects into myself, which and asking spirit to help me also find the triggers that may make me act a certain way or act out a certain way or do a certain thing that I really may not enjoy about myself. But just taking a couple minutes to ask spirit, come into my day and show me clearly these things throughout the day. For me, that only takes a couple minutes in the morning. You can do something as long as an hour meditation if that's what resonates with you. Number four was make sure your rituals are tailored to you personally. You are more likely to benefit from their power. And so we talked a lot about that, about tailoring this particular ritual to you personally. Let it be something that you're going to enjoy, that's going to fit into your day. If you know you don't have a half hour free in the morning, don't create a ritual that's going to take you 45 minutes. Okay, make sure that it's something that's going to fit into your life so that you will be drawn to do it every single day, and that it will be a reminder to you of what you are doing, which is integrating the shadow into your whole self, your whole being, learning to love everything that you are, everything about yourself, and learning how to use it all for good. And also learning about the triggers of your shadow behavior. Ask yourself, what made me do this? What made me say that? What made me go back to that old habit? What made me think that way? What made me judge myself? What made me judge others? Why was I yelling? what triggered that, so that you can get to the root of the issue. Um, and speaking of roots, on Instagram, I added today a post about getting to the root of issues, really digging deep and not just staying on the surface. And we can certainly help you do that through readings. We can help you do that through spiritual sessions, via DM on Instagram. We're at I Wonder Sisters, or via email. We can help you. And maybe even via Skype. We don't know. We're out here in the country, so we're not sure how reliable Skype is, but we can certainly try that if you request it. So if you're interested in any of those things, in readings or sessions, spiritual sessions about getting to the root of problems and issues that are going on in your life, then DM us at I Wonder Sisters and we can talk about scheduling and pricing and all of that. The Bold Love class is free to everyone. So if you want to join, we're at I Wonder Sisters on Instagram, and all you have to do is DM us. We are on session 6. There are 8 sessions to this class. So we're almost at the end of it for those of you who have joined it from the beginning. But if it's something that you feel you can benefit from, we can start you from the beginning and then go from there. So, thank you once again for being on this journey with us, and for just having the courage to be able to go within and see what your shadows are, accept them, learn to love them, learn that they need more love actually than any other parts of the self, because they're like that small child within you that did not get whatever it needed or deserved in some way. And so we need to treat our shadows with care and tenderness. Okay, so always remember that they are not to be judged, they are to be transformed into something that will be for your good and for the good of those around you. So thank you very much. Again, on Instagram, we are at I Wonder Sisters. And our email address, if you want to talk to us, is iwondersisterhood@gmail.com. Our website is iwondersisterhood.com. Thank you again so much, and enjoy the rest of your week if you're watching this on Sunday, or enjoy the rest of your day or evening or night wherever you are in the world. Thank you.
That was good.